The first thing you say is that it mattered not what kind of ball it was, just so it was a ball.
I was all everything in football. I was all everything in basketball, and in track I high jumped, and because they always thought that I could jump pretty high. But before that, baseball. Now, baseball was I like baseball. I was pretty good at it too.
Whatever sport that William wanted to play, he had to be the best. He had to be the top. He had to do it the way it was supposed to be done. And usually basketball, when the team came on the court, he was always the first one on the court. And if the games were going on, he always ended up with the ball one way or the other. And he could have a goal when he so desired.
And at Jefferson Elementary, they had a little small court down there, 9-foot tall goal, a little over 9 foot, and a slanted court, so you put the ball down, it'd roll down the hill. But it was like our Rucker Park, and everybody who was anybody would come down to Jefferson and play. And so I got my first taste of William playing ball there because I got to where I could play a little bit with the older guys. They needed another player, I'd step in. And my brother being a little older than I'd play with them. They said, "Oh, come on, Henry, come play." And so got to see William play there. And I always noticed that William, we kind of had a kinship on the basketball court as far as we were students of the game. And where I was pretty good at all the other things, rebounding and jumping and defense, William could just shoot the ball like nobody's business. He was one of the best shooters that I've ever seen.
I would go to all his games, all his intramural games, playing over at the Hyper Building. He would sneak me in. They played in I couldn't go in one. They played in the prison in Springfield. They played down in the prison. They wouldn't let me go down there because I was too young. Basically, he just let me tag along with him. So that developed the love of the game. You know, all his friends, talked to me, James Wilkes and all those guys would talk to me in between games, and I'd ask them questions. So that developed the love for it, most dads, they ain't taking their kids because no other guys had kids, but I got to go.
He never really trash talked. He just, he didn't have to. His game spoke for itself, and sometimes there'd be a time when somebody get under his skin and really push him around and try to unnerve him, but and I only saw that a couple times. Other than that, it was just, yeah, there you go, boom, shot in, so don't have to worry about it.
It was the same difference, that it mattered not where he played, if it was in the boys club or if it was in that, it mattered not. The best player on the court, somewhere, somehow, he always ended up. And he always kept his grades going so that he could do this.
Whenever you see him, he's, "Hey, bud, how you doing?" He's just a friend, always friendly to everybody, and wants to know how you're doing. Never really complains about anything, but he has a joy for life. One thing that really impressed me about William, like you talked about the race thing. Now, William grew up in the 50s, 60s, and so things were going on at that time. And he's a friend to everyone. He'll be a friend to no matter what race you are. He doesn't hold animosities, or whoever he meets, he's a friend to. And so that's the way he leads his life.
After high school, he went to play at College of the Ozarks. But he didn't finish because they wanted him to cut his afro. And he would rather keep his afro and his pride and his stance on African American culture at that time than give up what he truly loved, was basketball. The way things were in that time, he stuck to his pride and what he believed was right. And so he gave up something that he truly loved for something that he believed was right. And I think that just kind of speaks volumes to the type of person that he is, because he would give up what he loved for what he believes is right.
It's the thing of it is that they proved to themselves, all of my kids proved to themselves that they could do, and they did it.